Alrighty, here we go. Okay, I just kind of wanted to see that. So, hopefully this is going to save to YouTube. I'm assuming it is, but I wanted to get that going here. So, just kind of to see it for the first time for real for myself. You know, that was okay. Clearly not professionally done. They used a lot of actually really great 70s kind of, 70s and 80s kind of anime sound effects. I won't pretend that I'm an expert on when that stuff came from, but it sounded very reminiscent of that kind of deal. So I'm hoping it saved my settings from last time, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Apologies if the video quality is less, because I didn't really do the Super HD like I did last time, because I wanted to get that in there, so video quality should be sufficient, let's put it that way. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of try to remember what on earth I was doing last time. I know that my end goal is supposed to be to get to some sort of cave. I don't know where that cave actually is. So I'm just gonna mess around a little bit, I guess. Headquarters. Is that a ferry? Can I... Okay, I cannot interact with whatever on earth this is. It looks like a fairy to me. That body looks a little beefy to be a butterfly, but I can't interact with it. Yep. You go there, buddy. Hey, chest. Hey, an iron armor. Hot diggity. Okay, I'm gonna guess that this building is the only object of interest in this area, so... Help, I'm trapped. Okay. He's in a bar! I assume it's a bar because... Well, one can only assume that it's a bar because it's got a red dot on the sign. Granted, a red dot is not the first thing that I would pick myself if I was going to express bar, but what you gonna do? Nothing hidden in the barrels, nothing over here. This seems to be a feature of this game. I use the term feature relatively loosely, but not really sarcastically, that, like many older games, there seems to be a lot of empty, useless space. And there is never anything in the bookshelves, so... window dressing. Okay, so that appears to be a kitchen back there, behind a door that I can't open, which is itself blocked off by a crate. Compensation much. And then look at over there on the bookshelf there. Like, how would you even get to that? There's no stairs or anything. Like, seriously, that I get that it's all window dressing, but I've noticed that a lot, that, like, in that other house over in the main town there, it's just like, oh, hey, that looks like there's stairs and stuff over there. Nope. So unless if this is, like, a double door, which I doubt, there's no justification for how to... That bookcase is just interred. Wow! Oh god, it's another minigame! Okay then. Okay, that reaction is pretty much, that's good, that's perfect. Hey, a gold key, which is suspiciously red, but let's go with it. Works works for me. Hey, that's actually pretty cool of him. As a bounty hunter, it could have been much worse. Much worse. So you know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna honor that. I'm gonna see how much forest is there. Which forest should I even try to go? Okay, it's obviously not this one. We'll leave the rabbit hunting minigame for later, I think. I know I said it's obviously not this one, but you know, this is like a love letter to older games. So I'm gonna just kind of assume that there's a pretty good possibility something just magically appeared. Okay, so there's no chests unopened here. Can I still can't interact with this, can I? I have a feeling that whatever this thing is here, that it's there to prevent me from going further than I should in the game somehow. Interact with this rabbit. Can the rabbit eat that? No. Okay. Because you can obviously see, like, this is the end of a peninsula here, you know? Like, clearly that is not some sort of fancy cloud cover. That is a land bridge of some sort. Okay, so let's try this version of Rage of Forest. Hey, that chest is differently colored than the others. Let's explore a little bit. Don't act so surprised. Oh, hey! Hey, she leveled up. Hey, he leveled up. Why didn't our main character level up? That seems ever so slightly unfair. Hey, an iron sword. Now I kind of feel bad about having bought my own. For that matter, actually, I completely forgot to equip that armor. I guess this guy needs it more. Oh no! Oh no. I have a feeling that my very limited inventory is getting a little slightly bit full here. I'll worry about it when I have to start dropping things, I guess, but that's gonna drive me up a wall if I do. Okay, so this is... actual gold shiny chest, but I can only wrongly assume, rightly assume? Wow, that was a thing. What does vaccine even do? I'm sure it does something. Oh wow, swine flu reference. That dates this. I suppose I should do the right thing and give it back to the dude. Where did I push my die? Here we go. Metal. Oh hey. Hey! Avocado Blast. You know, if they had just put a T instead of that period, they could have made something actually that made sense. That is just... Pardon me. Alrighty. So I'm gonna do the right thing and give it back to the dude. What? Oh god. Why? You know what? Okay, that's fair. Hey, we gave the guy a shot, and whatever. I feel a little dirty, but at least I didn't call the guards on the dude after he did raise some good points. We did break into his house. Pardon. I mean, he did leave the door literally lying open and stuff, but it just, you know, we kind of were in the wrong on that, and calling the guards on him isn't going to make things better, so at least we might have earned his respect. I feel way better about it than if I had called the guards, let's put it that way. Holy crap, the room's got a lot of HP. Okay, she obviously needs it most. This still doesn't make any sense to me. Well, the good thing is that I can sell this iron sword here without feeling bad. Oh gosh, that's a potion, not a red dot. That makes more sense as an item shop. How it's also a bar is beyond me, but you know what? Is that any clearer in the SNES style here? It is much clearer what that is supposed to be. You know what the hey, we'll run with this for a little bit. Keep things interesting. Ooh. There, we're going all retro here. Why am I buying? Wait, Edison can use daggers. what this really needs for the scanlines to really work. Screen blur, which this does not seem to have. So rather than give myself and everybody else a headache, we're just gonna turn the scanlines off. Oh my gosh, the tiles. You can see the tiles. It's beautiful. I'm sorry. Alrighty, so let's see what kind of money we have for armor here. You know what, we're gonna buy one of these. Woohoo! Literally a +1. That is just not worth it. Sorry, this amuses me. I mean, they've got a lot of tile work in here, don't get me wrong, it is way more than an actual, old game would have. It just... it's nice. It's really nice tile work. So much window dressing. Okay, so this is a good illustration of why I say that they don't fit in with the style when you have their sprites on top of the sprite backgrounds. You see that guard there and how he has outlines, and that old lady on the side who has outlines as well. The party do not have outlines. They are much more like RPG Maker characters in that regard than the more retro type of deal there. This is increasingly apparent as you see, like, Edison's here and there. You see how he just kind of gets lost in the background? Like, serious. He's standing right here. His yellow hair is getting completely lost in the gray street. His shoes are kind of sticking out, but his blue clothes are kind of getting lost in the green grass. That's like the worst case scenario. Actually, no, it really isn't, because I didn't even realize that the main character was wearing green until he just got completely lost in the grass there. Look at this! He's become part of the tree! And so has her. She. Wow. I just can't remember anybody's names right now except for Edison. What are these people's names? Hostin, Alina, and Edison. Oh my gosh, it changes their portraits. That's kind of nice. Wow. You know, we'll run with this for a little while longer, I think. But you can kind of see, you know, it's not that it's bad pixel work, it's just that these three were not designed to work in the pixel art area. You see how they get completely lost in most of the environment. Like I said, it's nothing against the talent of the developers. The developers did a great job, they really did. This is some gorgeous pixel work here. Hey, who's this yellow-haired person down here? Don't think I talked to you before. Oh wait, yes I did. That said, the 16-bit sprite work here does offer a little additional clarity to certain objects. I guess all blonde people just say the same thing. Either that or that blonde guy moves around a lot. And here we get that sudden clarity where that is definitely a land bridge. Is this seriously broadcasting at SD resolution? If it is, I really wish I could play it on an SD TV. Actually, I might be able to, depending on whether this is on PS3 or not, because I forget what systems that I have this on, but I have it on several. commence. What? Well, that's a small area. Gather. What the heck does gather do? I'm gonna guess that that's some sort of poison or plant attack, and apparently those things are weak to it, so... I mean, it was completely pointless, don't get me wrong. I could have just killed it with a bow, but... And I have no idea what gather actually does. I really wish this thing came with a manual. I'm gonna cut this short and maybe do a little research here. Wow, it did not change that one icon. That is kind of tragic. I'm gonna actually see if I can figure out more about the systems in this game, because nothing, and I mean nothing, is explained. It's just one of those things where, actually, before I do, let me just check to see here. Yeah, no, that dagger's weaker. I hesitate to sell this dagger, considering that I might get in trouble for it. Old games loved doing that kind of thing. Certain ones, and if this is being a love letter to like old games, they probably won't have anything to say about it, but if it's more modern, they might actually. I have flashbacks to where that kind of stuff mattered in the original Legend of Legaia, where it's just like, oh! wow, you're just ruining your relationship with your girlfriend and, like, everything you do. You did not want to sell the armor she handmade for you, let me tell you that. But, considering this is your father's dagger, might be a good idea to hold on to it, you know? So, we're just gonna, with that out of the way, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, don't get me wrong, it's just, you know, just in case. 'Cause it's not like they're gonna let me put it back, so, but I'm gonna cut this a little short here. I usually try to go for an hour session, but in this case, 45 minutes or so is sufficient, I think. Just some parting comments on this session. You know, for a game that is such a love letter to old games, and for all the features it has to give it that look and feel, it's just like, I know it's being greedy, because it's like, oh, you know how you have scan lines, but you don't have any blur, you don't have any screen blur, and this is gorgeous pixel work, don't get me wrong. I love the look of this, for the most part. I still don't feel like the characters fit into it, because Ediso is completely getting lost, and I don't know if that T is supposed to be silent or not, because it might be French. But, you know, actually, Ediso is probably it, because Edison. That would make so much sense. But, it's just one of those things where, for all the work they did to make a good love letter to retro games, I don't know if these people actually were there for the things that they're emulating. Like, scan lines are a very well-known thing, but they don't have any option for screen blur. They have, you know, the world map and the battle screen broadcasting in, like, what appears to be SD resolution, sort of-ish. I have no way of confirming whether it is or not, but it kind of looks like it might be. But then, you know, you have all of these wonderful scan line options and that kind of thing, but no screen blur. And the towns themselves do not broadcast in that same SD resolution, which seems a little strange. So it's just one of those things that, for everything it does right, it just seems to not have a full understanding of, you know, what it was like to have been there back in the day. And I don't know if it's because they're just not catering to that exact audience, or because they weren't there back in the day, or what the deal is. I mean, like I said, they do so much right. I really, you know, I don't have complaints that this is a bad game so far. It really isn't a bad game so far. It's pretty solid. It's not outstanding. But, you know, as something that I might continue to stream, it seems worthwhile. I wouldn't pay like $60 for it, but for what I probably paid for it, which is probably more than $20 range, I know I keep coming back to that, and I should probably verify that in the process. But, you know, for what it is, it's nice, it's pleasant. The characters get into a little goofy situations, but, you know, they're willing to call the game out on its own BS too, so, I mean, that's something that's appreciable. It just seems like, you know, as a love letter, it's a love letter, it's not authentic. There's a difference between being a love letter and being authentic. This is a love letter, but it's not authentic. And I guess that's just one of those things where that's not a problem for most people, but as somebody who actually does things myself, I would prefer authentic, because that's what I go for, is I go for authentic. I mean, when I do my graphics testing, I do it on an honest-to-goodness CRT monitor. So it's just one of those things where I know I might be a little crazy in the way I do that stuff, but at the same time, you know, for those of us who were there, and those of us who I guess are as pedantic as I am, the extra effort would have been appreciated. Not that they didn't do a ton of effort, this was obviously, like I said last time, made with care, but at the same time, it's just my inner pedant is just like, if they just gone one step further. Anyway, it's not a bad game. So far, it's not a bad game. So, like I said, I'm gonna keep on showing this to you guys, and we'll kind of go through it together. And, you know, I might just try to set up a file for myself on the PS3 if it's on the PS3, because I've got my PS3 here, I can't stream that. But, you know, as something that is a love letter, I've got my CRT TV sitting right next to the one that I'm using here, that I can hook the PS3 up to, and I think I might actually do that just to see if it's possible, and if this is on there, so that I could really get maybe a more authentic experience. Just for my own self. It's a solid little, likable little game so far. And, you know, maybe that's all it needs to be. So, see you next time.